Well, hey there, welcome to another episode of Cool Places Across America with CNL. I'm Chuck. Lori's not here right now because she's in our house. She's still packing. Don't know if you can see, right about here is my luggage, and this is actually Leroy's kennel because he's going on this trip. We're packing tonight because we got to get up really, really early in the morning and we have an extremely long drive. We're heading down to North Carolina on some business. While we're in North Carolina, we're going to go a little bit further down into Myrtle Beach because we have tickets to see Jo Dee Messina at the Alabama Theater. But in the evening, we'll be staying in Sunset Beach, North Carolina. So we're going to do a show, maybe 2 shows on this trip, and you're welcome to come along. So that's coming up next here on Cool Places Across America with CNL. Well, welcome back. We're in the car. We got up early. It's a miserable day and we have a very long drive. So I'm not sure how much video that we'll be taking during the drive. We have a storm coming up. And we have a very long drive. Leroy's in the car. Lori's taking video. And we're off to Sunset Beach. As I said yesterday, when we're packing up the car, we have some business in North Carolina we're going to take care of, but we'll be staying in Sunset Beach, and we have tickets for a concert with Jo Dee Messina that we're excited about. And we'll take you around the area, show you a little bit, but for now we have a very long drive. Today's a drive day basically, and we'll try to get some shots as we go along. So just enjoy the ride with us.
Are you all settled in there? Are you ready to go on a trip? You going to the beach?
Woohoo! We're through 4 states. We're in our 4th state now. It's still miserable, as you can see. Rainy the whole way. We'll have to stop for gas soon. I never like to get gas up further north because it's so expensive, especially in Pennsylvania. It seems like when you come closer into the Virginia area and further south, you get better pricing on gas. So we're gonna probably stop for gas here in a little bit, and then we'll just keep driving all the way to Sunset Beach. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Welcome to I-95. Okay, well, we're on I-95. Just give you a quick update. It's pretty much so standstill traffic. I really hate this part of I-95. You know, it seems like between DC and Richmond, it's just always a mess. We've never been able to drive this stretch without hitting some type of traffic or construction. But, you know, we're not quite halfway to our destination. We'll make the best of it. Leroy's resting. Lori's doing some video when she's not reading her book. We've made 2 stops for gas. Gas prices, as I was saying, it seems like as you go further south, the prices get better. So our next stop probably will be sometime for lunch. We like to make stops where you can grab lunch, get gas, and do all that at one spot. But that's our plan for the day as we continue our route down to North Carolina on I-95 now, and hopefully late afternoon we'll get to Sunset Beach. Okay, as you can see, we made a quick stop. Lori ran in to get some lunch for us, and I had Leroy, after I got gas in the car, I had him in the dog park. This is the Davis Dog Park, Davis Center. We're not quite in North Carolina yet, not too many more miles to go. This is in southern Virginia, off of I-95. You know, I-95 is always a mess for some reason between DC and Richmond. I always hate that part of the trip. We're not making great progress because of that and because of the weather. But, you know, we're getting there, and we'll get there sometime this evening. And we're going to try to eat quick. And Lori has her Starbucks that she likes. What kind of Starbucks did you get?
Cafe latte.
Cafe latte for Lori. And we will be heading out of here in a few minutes, get back on I-95, and very shortly we should be in North Carolina. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Chips.
And we also got Subway subs, you know, just a quick stop, gas and everything like that. Well, we're in North Carolina. I've been stuck in this traffic. Waze is telling us it's about a 70-minute delay. We think it's at least an 8-mile backup. We've already passed one accident. We haven't gotten to the major accident according to Waze, and it looks like there's another accident after that. So this has really made today's drive very long. It's like whenever you get in this stretch, and you take I-95, you expect bad things between DC and Richmond, but it can happen anywhere on I-95, and it happens here in North Carolina too. But hopefully, we have another 45 miles on I-95 before our exit, and we'll turn east towards Sunset Beach at that point. Traffic is seeming to picking up right now, but I have a feeling it's going to slow down here again. But yeah, 70-minute backup. Okay, as you can see, we made it. It's a very long day. It took a lot longer to get here. We're in our place. We'll do where we're staying a separate. That might be in the second part of this trip. But for now, I think our plan is get Leroy situated in the room. We're gonna go out, grab some food, and then we'll call it a night. But yeah, it took much longer than anticipated. We spent like 80 minutes sitting on I-95. Last time I made this trip, I made it in 9 hours. This time it took like 11 and a half hours. Lori, you have anything to say about it?
It was long.
Yeah, it was a long drive.
Leroy was a good boy. He was very good boy.
Yeah, Leroy was very good in the car. He didn't do anything bad. But for now, I think we're gonna try to get situated so we can go out and grab some food. Okay, we just got out of the restaurant. It's getting a little late after a long day. We had Mexican tonight. Just running in the food line real quick to get some snacks, and then we're calling it for the night. We'll pick this up again in the morning. Good morning from Sunset Beach. Lori and I had a good night. You saw last night we had some Mexican food. We have a plan for today. We are going to be walking on the beach, which is behind me. You can see the flag there. And then we're going to go out for some breakfast. I should tell you a little bit about Sunset Beach. It's a very, very family oriented. It's very much so an older community too. If you're one of those people who really like a lot of excitement and nightlife, this is not going to be your beach in the summer. Again, it's very, very family oriented. You're not going to see a lot of loud, obnoxious groups. And in fact, in the off season, I would almost call it a retirement community, 55 plus community. In the summer, you see more families. We'll show you a little bit more around here, and that's coming up next here on Cool Places Across America with CNL. But for now, let's get this walk started. Okay, as we're taking a walk here, just again, I wanted to repeat what I said earlier in the video before getting on the beach. It's kind of describing Sunset Beach. It is a beach where, you know, if you're looking for nightlife and stuff, you're gonna be very disappointed. It's a sleepy little town. In the summer, a lot of families. In the off season, a lot of older adults. So there's not gonna be a lot of nightlife. That's not to say there aren't restaurants in the area and so forth. But when you're at the beach, it's the beach. That's what Sunset Beach is all about. It's an island off the coast of North Carolina. And one of the things that's made this beach a little bit famous is the Kindred Spirit. Okay, that's on the western end of the island. We did another video on our walk to Kindred Spirit, and we'll put a link to that in the description below. But right now, we're just gonna keep walking the beach. Then we're gonna head back to our room and get showers and go out for breakfast. Okay, we're here at Spilt Milk. I got 2 and Lori got 2. I got banana cream pudding and a blueberry one. I don't know which one to try. And a coffee latte. I'm gonna try this one first. Very good. Now the banana one. Yeah, you can really taste the banana flavor in that one. It's really very good. They're both very good.
We got a Boston cream. Looks kind of like there's nothing in there. No, not a whole lot of cream. Come back to that one. I think this is strawberry jelly filled. You can see the jelly. Pretty good. It's very good. It's a cafe latte. Got a nice little design on the top of it. It's nice and warm on a cool day.
Okay, we were just at Spilt Milk in Ocean Isle. That's a beach next to Sunset Beach. Really, really good donuts. You know, the 2 that I had were great. Lori had a Boston cream. When she first bit into it, it wasn't really filling, but then as she got further into it, it actually had a lot of filling. And what we're going to do next is we're going to go to a dog park. We use the Bring Fido app to see what we can do with Leroy. And there's a dog park nearby. So right now we're going to do the dog park, and then we have some other things planned as we get closer to this evening, where we're going to go see Jo Dee Messina down at the Alabama Theater. So we're going to start up the engine, and we're going to drive to a dog park so Leroy can burn off some more energy. Okay, so that was Leroy at the Ocean Isle Dog Park. This is a really cool area, actually. There's softball fields, pickleball courts, tennis courts, basketball courts. There's a lot here, and as you can see, Leroy was the first one there, but as we're leaving, there's probably 8 or 9 other dogs in there. We had Leroy in the bigger dog section because you know, any dog under 20 pounds is in one area and bigger dogs in the other area. Leroy really loved playing with the other dogs. Strange coincidence, Lori ran into somebody whose wife you know, grew up in the same town that she did, and she graduated with her brother. So it's a small world. Yeah, it's incredible when you start talking to people. People very, very friendly. Everybody's getting along. Dogs were getting along. But for now, we're off to our next stop, which we'll share with you when we get there. Okay, from the dog park in Ocean Isle, we drove south into South Carolina, and we're at Marine Gardens now. This is a nice little nature trail. There's a boardwalk, overlooks some marshy area, lots of pine trees, and we have Leroy on this one too. So he gets a little bit more exercise and tire him out a little bit more. Okay, so that was Vereen Gardens. It's a really nice place for a walk. There are bathrooms here. Obviously, there's places that you can do a little bit of fishing. You saw in the video that Leroy did have some instances where he wasn't quite behaving, but yeah, he's getting better. But again, we have a little bit of work to do with him. And if you have any advice, please put it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Sunset Beach. We're going to get Leroy fed and give him some more water. And then Lori and I by ourselves, we're going to go out and have a late lunch. And then we'll go back over to the beach area. Okay, Leroy has been fed, and it's now time for Lori and I to be fed. Okay, so that was Fibber McGee's in Sunset Beach. It never disappoints. I had the grouper sandwich. It was really, really good. Lori had the shrimp burger, and what were your thoughts on that?
I always order the shrimp burger because it's really good.
So, in other words, it was a good place to go if you're in Sunset Beach. And like I said, it never disappoints. Now, from here, we have a few hours to kill. Then we got to leave for the concert down in North Myrtle Beach. So, we're going to take it easy for the next couple hours. Next time we'll check in, we'll be en route to the Jo Dee Messina concert. Okay, we made it to the Alabama Theater. Alabama Theater is in Barefoot Landing, North Myrtle Beach. And we're going to see Jo Dee Messina sing tonight. Now, I don't know how much we'll be able to film inside, but we'll try to get a little bit. We'll try to get a little bit of video maybe around Barefoot Landing as well, so you can see that. But after the show, we'll do a quick review, and then we'll wrap up this episode. We are going to do a part 2 because we have all day tomorrow filled with activities for you. But for now, it's on to the Alabama Theater to see Jo Dee Messina. Okay, that was a really good concert. Jo Dee Messina, part of her Heads Carolina, Tails California tour, kicking it off in the Carolinas, ending the tour later this year in California at Barefoot Landing. And as I thought, you know, they didn't want you recording the show, but they did let you take some pictures, so we're going to include some pictures in it. We're back in the room now. We're going to end this episode with this. But look for part 2 of this series coming out. This has been a great trip down to Sunset Beach. We'll be getting out the next part of this trip in a few days. But for now, from Cool Places Across America with CNL, we're out.